time on Apollo Justice Ace Attorney.
So sorry, Mr. Wright. It was not I who shot my mentor. One more person could have fired that pistol that night. The great Magnify Grammary himself. I had intended to shoot Magnify.
But you didn't shoot him.
I could not. But then Magnify called me back.
I am sorry, Valant. I am giving my magic to Zack, not you.
I left the room. That is when I heard that fateful gunshot.
Magnify Grammary killing himself. So in the end, things happened pretty much as planned. Magnify died and you framed Zack for his murder. There it is. The yellow envelope. If this is the last letter that Drew Measham wrote, there's something I need to do. Let's see if this Atroquinine spray finds anything.
Da, 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 da.
So this was Drew Measham's messenger of death. It was this stamp, all right. No mistaking it. His last letter was sent to Christoph Gavin.
The interview request came, like you said it would, and they're looking into the case. I swear on my life I won't tell them about you.
Decisive evidence. What's this? I didn't know you moonlighted in larceny, right? Would you mind leaving that letter? It's private.
Oh!
Oh, he had a camera in his beanie. How did the killer poison Vera Measham? I will focus first on the method used.
Nail polish?
Whenever Vera became nervous, she had a habit of biting her nails.
That bottle belongs to Vera Measham?
Why do you ask? Know someone else who might have a bottle like this?
No, just checking.
I think he's getting extra stinky because he's sweating a lot.
Extra stinky. Absolutely reeks over on the prosecution side
Yeah,
of
I
the court.
thought it was a bad smell.
Who poisoned Vera Measham via her nail polish? Christoph Gavin?
Owning the same nail polish does not a murderer make. I have been in solitary confinement for half a year. How could I poison her? Surely you aren't going to suggest I was responsible for poisoning her father, too.
Okay, I'm gonna use my magical power!
What the
That
hell?
is some horror movie shit right there, Gabbo! Oh my god!
I don't like that.
That is...
Gotcha!
That is awful! Oh my god!
I'm sorry, but who the hell has a skull in their hand?
Hello everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Disillusion Plays Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, where we play the games and do the voices.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm Sarah.
I'm Pete.
And I'm Taylor.
Nice. Forgive me, I'm not trying to sound unenthusiastic. Me and Pete are still recovering from a very nasty flu-y, coldy thing from about 2 weeks ago, and it just will not go away.
We explained it all in the Danganronpa video, which I'm gonna be honest, I can't remember if it's gonna come out before or after this. But it's just we've had like a cold or flu for like 2 weeks, and it's just
lingering.
dragging.
Voice is knackered.
And we've just recorded a Danganronpa episode, and so we're kind of like, hello there, it's me. This is my normal voice now.
So yeah, I don't mean to sound bleh, but I feel pretty bleh. So I'm sorry, but I will do my best.
Without that, he couldn't have planned the murder.
What?
Oh shoot, I don't know what's happening here.
Really, Klavier? You should be seeing through these weak-spined bluffs by now.
He's right though. How could anyone have known Mr. Measham would use that stamp that night? Least of all, Least of all, Christoph Gavin, locked away in his cell.
Are you thinking in an accent, Apollo?
Maybe. I don't know. It's because we always go Christoph.
I know.
And so I just thought it. I was like, oh no. Whoops.
Well, seems that the defense has run out of things to say.
Damn, and we're only like a minute in.
It's gonna be a short episode.
You assume he had something to say in the first place.
Dang,
Ouch.
the shade.
Oof.
I believe the defense's bluff has been called.
God, I wish I remember
he's
what it was.
holding a too high.
I think it's the fact that how could he have used the stamp? Like it's a coincidence it's got used, I think.
The defense's bluff? I'm not sure I agree with you there, Christoph.
Mr. Stinky Prince's brother is even more stinky.
What's that weird little accented bit he did at the end there?
Do you think that's like it was in the simulation? He's channeling his younger self?
Oh no!
I have no idea what you're. I have no idea what you're referring to, and I would appreciate you not slandering my good name by implying that I spoke in some kind of pretentious German accent. Klavier. Honestly, I wanted to believe you, but the defense wasn't trying to get away with the bluff. You were, Christoph.
What are you saying, Prosecutor Gavin?
Hair forehead.
That's me.
What was your accusation again?
Oh God, I wish I could remember.
That's what we'd like to know.
Huh? Oh, it was that.
This poison stamp killed Drew Measham, yeah? To which my brother responded thusly. There was no way to know when Measham would use the stamp.
Yes, that's right. Which is why it couldn't have been planned.
Tell me, it needs to be planned why? Why couldn't it have been a coincidence? The defense's case is simply that Drew Measham died by that stamp. That is all.
Coincidence?
Christoph, you tried to slip out from under his accusation by changing the subject. If that's not bluffing, what is it? What are you up to, Klavier? Somebody's not getting a gift at Christmas. You give crappy gifts anyway.
It's off the
I could
Christmas card list.
I could ask you the same question, Christoph. I silenced the defense with the fewest words possible. It's called efficiency. Not that you'd know anything about that.
But Mr. Gavin, that's impermissible testimony.
Very well. I shall take his claim head on then. Justice.
What?
You accuse me of Drew Measham's murder, yes? Then allow me to ask you, what possible reason could I have to kill a painter?
Because he knew too much.
So we obviously have this book. We obviously have. Let's see if it's.
That's Magnific Grammari's note.
Yeah.
That's the real one.
Yeah. No. I know. But there's like been the.
It'll be the envelope, the yellow envelope, won't it?
No,
Sorry,
that's the
sorry.
vanilla envelope.
Oh, I'm sorry that yellow and manila.
Right.
That's the yellow one!
Shut up. Did we actually investigate it?
I mean, Nick kind of read
David.
it, but
Oh, someone told us to investigate something. Oh crap! What was it? Ah! Someone did actually
Did
tell
they?
us that. Yes, someone did. Oh god, because it's been ages since we've recorded. So, they told us to investigate one of the items, but I can't remember which one it is.
we're just gonna have to investigate all of them.
Maybe.
Normally we press everything, but today we're going to have to investigate everything.
There's an address on here, and a name I've never heard of.
Yeah, Apollo, I can't read anything unless my
Oh,
glasses
Gavel!
are really bad.
Gavel!
Taylor, we're not playing Danganronpa anymore.
Oh,
You can't just
shoot.
be dropping your F-bombs everywhere. At least, I think so. It's too blurry to read.
Looks like David something.
Drool mushroom.
Is it Christoph, it almost looks like.
Yeah.
There's no P. It's almost like David Chrysler or something. C-R-I something lur.
424
Apple
Street. Something CA.
Something Springs. It's like
Yeah, something
Blaring
Springs.
Springs.
Bloomin'
CA.
Springs.
California. 96012.
9602.
I feel like I need to put some glasses on, pal. Right, hang on. Was it the
But
nail?
we are wearing the glasses.
We are wearing glasses. Was it the nail polish? Nail polish Mr. Wright gave me. This must be the brand symbol. It's an A. drawn like a flower. Huh, it's refreshing to see a brand with a simple, clear design like this.
No, it is. It is an A with what?
What the hell did they ask us to look at?
I don't know, because I don't remember seeing this
No, I know,
comment.
and it was like a few days ago. Crap.
Oh God, have I got to research now? Hang on.
I don't think it was the stamp. No, it'll be difficult to find.
Oh, never mind. That is the forged page. So maybe that's why?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'm not quite sure. I will admit, I'm not quite sure why Christoph wants everyone to, like, why he would want the forged page. It's one of those sort of situations where, like, obviously we're going down this route, but I'm not entirely sure what Christoph actually had to gain from all of this. Which may be, like, I apologize if everyone is just kind of, like, banging their hands on the desks and screaming at the monitors now. I just cannot remember, and I cannot think what possible reason he would have to kill not a painter so much as the fact that she's a forger. I'm not quite sure what the... maybe it's just not clicked yet. Trucy.
Apollo? Motive? He's talking about a motive!
That sounded really bad. My voice broke.
It's because we're kind of in a little... We're not on top form today.
No.
Indeed. It's hard to see how an attorney could come to want to kill a painter.
Now here's something. Why didn't he bring up the motive from the very beginning? Unless he was afraid it was a battle he might lose.
So, what does it mean?
It means there might be a weak spot. Maybe I have some evidence to prove a motive.
A motive for murder. This is a vital, if not the most vital element in this case.
Oh boy.
Please consider this when making your statement.
Hey Pete, you wanna go ahead and save?
Yeah, it's probably a good idea, isn't it? do a little wee safety save there, just in case. You never know.
I'd say it's about this vital.
That's pretty vital.
Oof. Well, Mr. Justice,
I'm going through with this no matter what. Understood, Your Honor. I'd like to present evidence.
and let's see what you have for us. What reason did Christoph Gavin have for wanting to murder Drew Measham?
Okay, so I found the comment now, and it was someone saying we should investigate the nail polish bottle once again when we're playing as Apollo, which we've just done, and it's just the logo.
I suppose A, is it because of his name?
What do you mean?
Just see what he said again.
Nail polish bottle Mr. Wright gave me. This must be the brand symbol. It's an A drawn like a flower.
Yeah, we're gonna be an absolute letdown because I'm kind of not.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't tell if it's a reference or if it's significant or what, or unless the point is that people miss it, and that's what it was a suggestion to. I'm really not sure.
I mean, the nail polish
Sorry, go on, Taylor.
was in his cell, and it was also at Drew Measham's studio. I think it's probably the note is the only thing that is at least to me, seems like what it would.
What reason he had for wanting to murder. The only thing is, the only other thing that's occurring to me is the paintings also had the sketches. Is there relevance there, do we think? Because it had the sketches of the murders.
Yeah, it had, like, we did a scan.
The cards
and
and
it was the
everything,
picture of, like, the cases that he's worked on.
Yes.
But we haven't got, it doesn't say about, there's no information.
You don't have like the
about
spectrometer or whatever.
This rough sketch is only half hidden by the oil painting.
I'll never understand artists.
Still, it's impressive. I wouldn't think you could hide such a dark sketch under a little paint.
Well, it is called oil paint for a reason. I'll bet it's pretty oily. The paint, I mean.
Oh, wow, Apollo. I never would have made that connection. oil
What do you-
paint.
I don't know.
really?
I'm gonna be honest. I don't really know where I'm going with this.
Gee, for being my older brother, you're pretty dumb.
I can't help that. I was dropped as a kid. Don't make fun of me.
We still need to address that.
That's a.
Nothing's come up
that's an
yet about that.
Yes, they haven't addressed the fact that they're siblings.
Because
That's an observation worthy of Shuichi.
Yeah.
This oil paint looks like it's
Made of
made out of oil.
Wow, I can't even catch a break in the game that's not even got me in.
I'm still waiting for you to get to your point.
Yep.
Oh, well.
Okay, well, great stuff. It's the fish,
Puff a fish.
and then the genie with the big balls.
Big old balls.
The big old genie balls. Tiny frame. Hidden painting. I don't actually know.
I just don't know why would he have that letter if it wasn't going
Letter
to him?
posted by Drew Measham just before dying. Unless we're just really just being properly stupid here. Because there was red envelope, deposited 1,000, designated to send a receipt once you've confirmed the transfer, sign the papers, send the enclosed envelope. I need not remind you to speak of
Which
this and know.
that establishes the timing and how he would have known when he was going to die, but that doesn't point to motive.
Well, he didn't do it with. Did he do it within 3 days?
Supposedly. Is it not the yellow envelope?
I mean, there is that, but it's not
'Cause it's
like a.
why
we,
is it
we
there
don't know what's.
with the stamp?
We don't know what the significance of this is, though.
Yeah, but why is it in his cell? Why does he have it? If it's not anything to do with it, why has he got this
I've
envelope?
deposited the $100,000. Send a receipt once you've confirmed the transfer. Well, hang on a minute. Wait. I've deposited the $100,000 in the designated account for we don't know who. Send a receipt once you confirm the transfer. And if this is from Christoph, it's yeah, the receipt has happened and now you've died. It's like sort of he would know.
That's not his motive.
Because then Drew would know about this transfer. So if the stamp kills him, then that means he won't know about the transfer. Well, someone who knows about the $100,000 will no longer exist. What reason did he have for wanting to murder him? Unless it is this.
Could be.
I don't know. At a certain point, let's just pick something, and if it's wrong, we'll reset.
So I'm curious about this. If not this, we can go
I forgot
yellow
all
envelope.
the context for us not recording.
Take that! Christoph Gavin's motive becomes clear when we consider why the stamp came to Drew Measham's studio in the first place.
And why was that?
Forgery, Your Honor. Go back 7 years. Drew Measham accepts his first job creating forged evidence.
I've seen that before.
I didn't think it was going to go in this direction.
See, I still don't.
See, and maybe it's one of those things where you could have selected either one, because that is the note. So if you showed the forged note or the thing, maybe, I don't know.
Maybe. I'm still curious why Gavin's involved around this note, though. Oh, did you? Sorry.
Well, I suppose there is the thing where Vera says she saw the devil. We've seen the thing on her hand. We know it's Christoph because Nick said.
Yeah, I mean, but
it was just trying to pinpoint what direction it'd go in. I guess we're just being stupid.
Excuse me. I think I might be being stupid, and I've just forgotten everything because I just don't see where Christoph's attachment to this is, apart from the fact that Vera has seen him. I'm just not quite sure why he's involved with the Magnifi stuff. Like
no, that's the bit I don't understand. Why how's he tie into that?
No.
I mean, Nick was the one that was assigned to defend, not Shady Smith, but whatever his name was.
Zach.
Zach Gremery.
Zach. He was the one assigned to defend Zach. So, at some point, for some reason, Christoph arranged for this forged evidence to be planted so that it would disgrace Nick. So,
To what end, we don't know. It could be that he was just trying to unseat Nick so that he could rise to further prominence or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I can think of.
Judge?
That's alright. I'm just wondering why you're up on this screen.
The bottom bit.
Okay.
Page from a diary, wasn't it? Magnifique Grammary's diary.
I wasn't sure if I'd skipped over the previous line, that was
No,
all.
I'd said it, but
So.
it's alright.
Ah, when Attorney Phoenix Wright lost his badge, yes. This was the evidence he presented to his loss.
This evidence is a fake, yes? But did Mr. Wright request the forgery he... But did Mr. Wright request the forgery be made? That was never proven!
Objection! The defense attorney on that case was Phoenix Wright, who, other than him, drunk with the prospect of victory, could have done it. Oh, wait a minute. And why would they?
Just out of curiosity, do you remember this letter? This is the first page. Sign the papers, send the enclosed envelope with the enclosed stamp within 3 days. I need not remind you to speak of this to no one. And this is the second.
Those were presented in court yesterday. This letter was sent to Drew Measham by the client who requested that forgery.
The enclosed stamp was none other than the poisoned commemorative stamp. Drew Measham drew his last breath just the other day. However, the motive for his murder was already 7 years old.
7 years old?
The client who requested this forgery was very cautious. He tried to erase anything and anyone with connections to the forgery.
To keep them from talking?
But he made a mistake.
The stamp was a picture of my favorite magicians, so I kept it. Father took me when I was very young. It was a great magic show. I loved it so much.
The killer's time bomb was delayed. The poison stamp was sealed within a glass frame, where it sat for 7 whole years.
Yeah, I didn't expect Vera to be. Yeah.
Hair forehead. That was dangerously close to a cogent idea. Do you understand what you're telling us? The one who schemed up the forged diary page was the one who poisoned the stamp. And it was Phoenix Wright who presented the forged evidence 7 years ago. Adding the two statements together, the one who schemed to kill Drew Measham was none other than Phoenix Wright.
Or it's just an all.
Great job, Apollo. Well done.
Objection! Sorry, but that's not how this is going to go down.
You literally just accused my daddy.
No, I didn't. He's just putting
Why did I
words in my
hire
mouth.
you again?
Daddy, what is he saying?
He's just putting words in my mouth.
Do I really have to be related to this?
Oh my god. Stop it.
Well, you know, maybe the all the brains went to you, sweetie.
Yeah, I think so. I think it skipped a generation.
No kidding.
Oh,
You bro.
then how will it go down?
I checked through the records on that case when I found this. 7 years ago, just before the trial began.
Hello. Ooh, old boy. Here.
What's this?
I don't know. I just got it over there in the hall. They told me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit with the spiky hair.
Oh my god, my voice.
And one more thing.
I'm sorry to have sprung this on you so suddenly.
I received the files from your previous attorney only yesterday.
I understand I am asking the impossible of you.
Yes, well, you haven't really told me what happened yet. All we did was play cards.
And that was enough.
Phoenix Wright was put on the case the day before the trial started. He didn't have time to request a forgery.
The day before?
Now here's a question. Just who was Shady Enigmar's previous defense attorney?
You know, that's a good question.
Christoph, probably.
No, this can't all be.
But it is all true. There was another man, a defense attorney with a badge on his collar. It was you, Christoph Gavin!
Looks like your stinky brother set you up.
Order! Order! Order!
I know they usually say when something smells, it's usually the butts, but in this case, I think it's the Gavin.
It's usually the Christoph.
It's usually the Gavins.
What is the meaning of this witness? I mean, the defendant, former lawyer?
Let me begin by denying this.
Objection! It's easy enough to look up, Mr. Gavin.
And impossible to prove if you can't. Can't. Emmanuel Kant. Attorneys are registered with the court the day before the trial begins. In other words, no record remains in the court. How exactly did you intend to prove Phoenix Wright's claim?
It would be difficult. I'm afraid this line of inquiry won't yield.
Objection! Hair forehead. Are you sure you don't have evidence?
What's wrong with Prosecutor Gavin? Looks clammy.
Evidence! Evidence that shows this man, Christoph Gavin, requested that forgery 7 years ago. Klavier. Just prove it!
Wow.
What are you doing?
Something's got him really riled, Apollo.
Clear up these doubts now, or I swear I'm off this case.
Oof. He must have thought of some evidence, Apollo.
Oh, really? Do you think?
Prosecutor
Don't get all snarky with me, Mr. Stinky Prince.
Prosecutor Gavin looks like he's in physical pain. That darkness.
Kingdom!
I have to pull that darkness out of him. And proof is the only way I can.
Don't talk about
And
pulling out of me, please!
And this keyblade.
Phrasing!
And this keyblade. What proves Christoph Gavin's link to Drew Measham? The bottle of nail polish.
Yeah, surely.
Well, Mr. Justice, you claim Christoph Gavin requested a forgery of Drew Measham 7 years ago. Prove it.
The way that's phrased, requested a forgery of Drew Measham, like he requested that a fake
specifically
Drew
of
Measham for himself.
Like a
got
cardboard cutout.
A
of him.
little, like, badly drawn Drew Measham standee that he has in the
Drew
corner.
just misunderstands the request. He's like, well, I don't know why you'd want a forgery of me, but here you go.
Why not? It can be proven.
Simply ridiculous. Why even discuss it? This evidence does not... Objection! Are you telling the truth, Apollo Justice?
I am.
Then, I say we give him the benefit of the doubt.
Very well. But if you're wrong about this,
4, 5 hearts.
be prepared for a penalty.
Objection. Your Honor, you do the defense an injustice. Mr. Justice is clearly passionate about his claim.
Why are you allowed to dictate this?
Yeah, you should be, like, you can't say shoot right now.
Oh, my.
Oh, no!
It's not.
No!
Should Should the penalty not match his passion?
Actually, ex-attorney, you've been in jail, buddy.
He's still
It's too
in
late.
jail.
I have
say.
already changed the bar. The bars are flashing.
The bar has been set.
That's not fair.
I haven't given a penalty like that in a long time. Well, Mr. Justice,
Oh, Jesus.
have you got the balls to handle this?
Have you considered saying no to the convict? Fine, Your Honor.
God, this freaking guy.
Yes. Fracking guy. All I have to prove is any kind of link. Something that ties Christoph Gavin to Drew Measham, the nail polish. And I have something that clearly does the job.
The hand job, you could say.
No.
Rude.
Very well, Mr. Justice. Present your evidence. Show us the link between our witness and Drew Measham.
We're gonna
Take
use
that!
polish to nail him.
No.
Phrasing.
Yeah, I don't.
Go on.
Uh-oh.
What say you, Mr. Gavin?
Ah, yes. What was your name again? Apollo Justice.
Actually, I meant the other Mr. Gavin. Don't
Your point?
I was thinking you should have changed it to forgery. It suits you far, far better.
What, just forgery?
Forgery justice. That's not so bad.
In other words, wrong evidence.
Most unfortunate. Might I suggest changing it to penalty justice?
Oh!
Yeah,
that
well-
hit in the feels.
Well, no, it didn't. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Is it the letter then? Because it was in his cell.
Fine, Your Honor. All we have to prove
Yeah, the-
is... Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah, but, yeah, maybe the yellow letter.
Yeah. Red letter, yellow letter. Red.
I know what you
letter,
mean with
letter
the
yellow.
with the nail polish, but it's like it doesn't state.
No,
I
I
suppose
get...
that doesn't either.
Nah. Take that! Take that!
Oh, there we
This
go.
evidence proves there's a link.
Objection! That scrap of paper. I'm afraid I can't let you
Oh.
submit that.
And why's that, Mr. Stinky brother of the Stinky Prince?
Stinky uncle.
Stinky
It's
uncle.
like
Well, no, that'd
Stunkle.
be my uncle. I don't want it to be my uncle.
His stunkle.
Stunkle.
Is there some problem?
There is.
It proves me guilty.
I can't have that.
It's devastating to my case, Your Honor.
It's devastating. It's devastating to my defense. How could you possibly have that? You couldn't.
Hmm? Huh?
Looks like Daddy's a magician of his own. Hey! That's
Daddy's handwriting?
What?
Oh, but
Oh, no
but
wonder we can't read it.
But which one though?
Hey! That's Daddy's handwriting.
I suppose she wouldn't know Zach's, I suppose.
Mr. Wright's handwriting? What is the meaning of this?
Yeah, what is the meaning of this?
Yeah, me too.
We'll have to find out next time.
No.
Ah, I see now. Yes, of course.
What do you mean, of course?
I just remembered I had a visitor yesterday. Phoenix Wright came to my cell, except I wasn't there. Phoenix Wright? When I returned, I saw he had something of mine in his possession. Of course, I had no intention of letting him get away with reading my private mail.
Mail? You mean this letter was in your cell?
No. However, it appears Mr. Wright has yet to be cured of his bad forging habit.
God, are you one step ahead of everything? Like, Jesus.
Well, if it's a forgery, it's not a very good one. The handwriting's terrible.
Hey!
Hey, that's mean.
This is Mr. Wright's reproduction of what was written in the real letter.
Reproduction?
I'm not going to explain what reproduction is, Judge. You should
Not
be
in front of my sister.
No, you should be more knowledgeable than me. You're a lot older than me. I'm sure you've got grandkids and stuff. When Mr. Wright visited Christoph Gavin's cell, he brought with him
Oh, of course.
all right,
Of course.
his beanie hat. And on his beanie hat was a small video camera.
That looks like the Scream.
Oh, that face.
What?
Ooh.
He recorded his entire conversation with you, Mr. Gavin. And the contents of your personal mail.
It's a good job that Neo San Francisco is a one-party consent state, I guess.
Regardless, this mockery of a piece of evidence will never be accepted by the court.
This court accepts the evidence.
Son of a... Evidence based on a video of a man with no authority whatsoever claims he took... a man who happens to be an ex-attorney suspected of forgery.
Prosecutor Gavin.
Yeah, I say admit it.
Yo, good...
Prosecutor Gavin?
As embarrassing as this is for me to say, I'm afraid my brother is incapable of making rational judgments at the moment. Your Honor, your decision, please.
Don't like you telling me what to do in my own courtroom.
No.
Oh,
No, George, what are you doing, you moron? No.
Oh, no. I pressed the wrong button.
Sarah's reading of lines is denied.
Yeah.
The defense's claim is denied.
What?
What?
Only actual evidence is permitted in a court of law. Please remove the defense's evidence from the record.
Better luck next time, Justice.
Where'd the light come from?
Where did the
The underlight.
I keep a flashlight just for dramatic effect.
Don't you mean a flashback light?
I'm sorry, a torch.
Well, we've certainly taken a detour from our cross-examination, but the defense appears to be lacking proof. I'm forced to end the cross-examination of Christoph Gavin at this point.
Apollo, do something!
I'm thinking, but without evidence, I don't have anything I can use on him.
Very well. This ends the special witness's cross-examination.
Special witness.
Objection!
Beg pardon?
The show's over, yet the crowd screams for more.
What
Only
is
now do I understand why.
Taylor, what was that?
It's like the
No, I don't. That's you breathing. That's like you
it's the
sort of.
screaming when you're trying to be quiet when you do it.
It's like when a kid in their bedroom trying to quietly scream
Yeah.
into their microphone.
Yeah, that's what it
No,
is.
or it's like, it's like in old cartoons or whatever. It's like, and the crowd goes wild.
Yeah, but you just sound like you're exhaling. You just sound like you're. It doesn't sound like a crowd.
Sarah, get ready for the button. Pete, pick off.
Oh.
Gavel.
Mean.
You started it. Only now do I understand why.
Prosecutor Gavin?
Frankly, I'm relieved. This has been bothering me for 7 whole years. And I'm tired of the whole youthful angst scene.
That's why I stopped the accent.
Now's our chance. Let's clean out the family closet, eh, Christoph?
Klavier, you're spinning out of control.
Calm yourself before you say something you'll regret. Spinning out of whose control? Mine or yours? Take a moment to consider everything you've built.
I built it for you.
Bruh. Your reputation as a prosecutor. Oh, right, because him winning that case is what propelled him to fame. your fame with the masses. You could lose it all, Klavier.
Apollo! Did you see that? He's trying to press Prosecutor Gavin!
Prosecutor Gavin, try to remember what's really important to you.
You amuse me, Hair Forehead.
Music, motorcycles, and hot babes.
Exactly. I couldn't forget what's really important to me, even if I tried.
It's you.
Oh,
Apollo.
God.
Oh, so that's what he meant by airing out the closet. I see.
Oh.
See, I told you he loved you, Apollo.
God, no.
I should bet.
In
I think I liked you more when I didn't know you were my sister.
No, you love me really, Polly.
Just more of a bully.
No, that's
Bully, bully,
such
bully,
a-
bully, bully, bully.
That's such a strong word, Apollo.
In fact, I haven't. Not even once. 7 years ago.
Get ready.
Why are you laughing? I haven't even spoken yet.
Spoken.
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 Sprechen.
Finally. You just couldn't resist, could you, Hair Right? Resist what? Presenting solid evidence? Might I request we put the current cross-examination on hold?
God, it was so bad.
It really
The
was.
prosecution would like to shut up.
For once.
This is a flashback.
He
You
wants to-
cannot be talking
The
now.
prosecution wants to shut up for once. Wow.
The prosecution would like to call a new witness.
Considering how much he likes the sound of his own voice, I'm really surprised that he wants to shut up.
Yeah, totally.
State your name and occupation for the record.
And.
Und. Wow, that was... Whew, that was weird.
I'm familiar with the accent. I mean, trial. I've watched the video several times and actually made several TikTok shorts.
I'm glad.
You did what?
No, nothing.
I'm glad that phase ended.
Where do you think you got so many followers from, Klavier?
Oh, damn.
It's all from TikTok.
Didn't you find...
Yes, your accent.
Maybe there was one particular part.
There
Yes.
was one resounding part that was unnatural about it.
Oh God, I hope we haven't missed
Didn't
the
you
actual...
find anything? Again,
Oh my
this is one of
God.
those things where the freaking dialogue just lines up perfectly in a completely inadvertent way.
The only thing is, I'm just a little bit worried that we're going to have missed the actual unnatural thing because we were so focused on the one part that wasn't actually canon.
Well, he did say that I like your whatever pseudo Euro rocker accent, so you know it is canon. Didn't you find anything unnatural about it?
Unnatural?
Well,
Unnatural.
you did seem unusually well prepared. I mean, Mr. Wright had only just presented his evidence. And the next moment, you call in Drew Measham, which is something that I remember
of
at the
course,
moment
yeah.
being like, it's kind of weird that he was just able to be like, oh, yes, you can disprove this false evidence
I suppose,
instantaneously.
yeah, 'cause
So
if they
Christoph tipped him off.
Yeah, and yeah, and like it's weird that like if he never left the house very much, he's a bit weird.
That he was there. I think Taylor's right though, because he was tipped off, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. He said
that
he was tipped
He
off,
said he was
yeah.
tipped off that a forgery would probably happen, and then surprise.
Yeah.
So yeah. And in the next moment, you call in Drew Measham. It's almost as if.
Almost as if what?
Now I've got my internal monologue.
Yeah.
Funny. Didn't even occur to me to wonder.
I was so busy with the accent,
I was
laughing
so-
at the
I was
accent,
so
that I
bu-
didn't even think
I was
about
just
it.
so distracted by that one other aspect of it.
I mean, it was understandable. It was pretty
It
distinct.
was pretty distinct. But now that I do, I see there's only one possible explanation. Almost as if, from the very beginning, You knew Mr. Wright was going to present that evidence.
What?
Correct. I knew that if I applied the usual pressure, Phoenix Wright would eventually come up with that forged diary page. Don't do this, Klavier. I knew because you told me, Kristoff!
Ooh.
What? Huh?
Busted!
It was the night before the trial.
And all through the house, not a creature was stirring, except Kristoff.
That was terrible.
I know.
Klavier. Kristoff? Odd seeing... Oh, sorry. Kristoff. Odd seeing you at the prosecutor's office the day before the trial.
He even doesn't put it, it's not just put on. He just does it all the time.
Oh, boy.
This
Oh
is
my
me
God.
now!
Oh my flipping God.
Oh, dear, you're still doing that. I won't be appearing in the trial, actually. Huh? Why not? I won't be facing off with you on your first trial, apparently. Or no, wait, no. Or yeah, no, that's right. I won't be facing off with you on your first trial, apparently. But in exchange, I brought information. Information? The attorney who will be there in my place tomorrow is not to be trusted. Don't even give him the benefit of your respect. Listen, I want you to call in a special witness. Then, and after that,
He's like,
I wondered about it at the time.
It's like, no, sorry, I don't understand what means.
Why are you spitting in my ear, Kristoff?
That is not even words.
Stop spitting on my guitar. Can't you see I am cleaning it?
Her!
Stop this. Oh.
It's not an it, it's a her.
Yeah.
I wondered about it at the time. How did Kristoff know so much?
Prosecutor Gavin.
Kristoff, we were supposed to face each other in that trial. A fair fight, brother to brother. I deserve that much. You let me borrow the victim's belongings. You showed me all your research on the case.
The victim's belongings?
But you would have included Magnifi's diary, wouldn't it?
Mr. Gavin?
Yes?
No, the other one.
Oh, sorry. My, Klavier. You disappoint me. You find trees, yet miss the forest.
You're the one missing the forest, Mr. Gavin.
And a few screws.
No, you.
No, you. Ah,
You can't sweep this under the rug. Not anymore. Tell me what was going on behind that trial. Why not? I have achieved what I came here to do.
And so now it is time for the villain's monologue.
I see no harm in a little reminiscing.
Paulo?
Yeah, I don't know what reminiscing means either, Trucy.
No, you bloody idiot.
I think we're finally going to shine a light on the black belly of this thing, Trucy. We've done everything we could. I hope it's enough.
7 years ago, the day before the trial, I visited the detention center at the request of my client, Zach Gramery.
2 cards. 1 card. Showdown time. Enough.
Oh,
He's nicking
You
it.
lose.
You lose, Gavin.
No, it's Zach.
Oh.
He plays cards.
Oh.
we boffed it.
Yeah, he said that like he plays a game of cards to
lose,
determine
Gavin.
if they like are good enough to represent him.
Right.
And I guess he lost.
Right.
You lose, Gavin. Thanks for the work. Now go.
To be honest, I don't know what his reasons were to this day. As far as I could tell, he dismissed me as his representation because I lost in a game of poker. I can come to no other conclusion.
Daddy used to say something. If you want to know a man, you have to compete.
Huh. Zach wasn't watching his points. Or the cards. He was watching the man behind the cards. Christoph Gavin. Or probably the terrifying face on his hand, honestly.
I couldn't believe it. Phoenix Wright, the second-rate attorney who relies on luck and bluffs.
Ouch! I mean, you're not wrong, but still, ouch!
He dismissed me and went with that pitiful excuse for a man.
That's no way to talk about my daddy.
He deserved to die for that error alone.
Jesus
Oh,
Christ.
wow.
All right, then. Hold it!
Oh, holy crap!
So, the one who requested that forgery was...
Oh, I'm not admitting to anything. My point is, these two men shamed me, and I could not forgive that.
But I admit nothing.
I admit nothing by therefore admitting everything.
It's like, they shamed me and they had to die. But I didn't do anything, I swear.
Phoenix Wright and Zach Gramery both deserved what they got.
They just, by unknown means that definitely were not
Jesus.
related to me.
That had nothing to do with me, as far as you can prove.
So you asked Mr. Measham to forge that evidence.
No, I'm not admitting to
So
anything.
you could win?
Still not saying it.
But then, when you were dismissed as Zach Gramery's attorney, you used your forged evidence as a trap.
Can't prove it. You fed me information about that forgery you made. The forgery you made. Then you gave your dirty evidence to him. You're free to imagine what you will. My point is that all I had imagined came to pass. Everything went perfectly. Well, that sounds an awful lot like a confession. Ah, incredible. If I wasn't laughing, I'd weep.
Prosecutor Gavin,
Perfectly? You're mad, Christoph. Stop fooling yourself. What are you talking about, Klavier? Tell me, how did that trial end?
cancelled when the defendant vanished.
Thank you. Ah, I get it. So, Christoph, you've been living in fear for 7 years. What?
You were afraid your forgery would be revealed and your reputation trashed. You couldn't leave things to chance. So you watched everyone involved with the case for 7 years.
You know, he always felt like he was being watched. That's what he said. Every day for 7 years. Yep. Yep. But I felt it too, honk honk. Journalists sure he's being watched. End quote. Don't you wonder why Zach Gramery got rubbed out
Friggin'
after 7 years?
Phrasing.
Right after coming into contact with me? Yeah.
Wait just a minute! Zach Gramery was seen by this reporter? How is that possible? Was he alive after being gone 7 years?
Finally. I knew this moment was coming. I just didn't think we'd get here so fast. Zach Gramery, gone missing for 7 years. Trucy's father.
What's wrong, Apollo? Go get him!
Oh, maybe she doesn't know yet, I guess.
I am. Yeah, I guess
Right.
maybe Trucy wouldn't have seen it. Maybe it's just Apollo would have seen it, maybe.
Right. Leave it to me. Allow me to refresh the court's memory. 6 months ago, Christoph Gavin was charged with murdering a mysterious traveler.
I remember him quite well. Shady Smith, was it?
Huh, yeah.
Poisoned in a Chinese restaurant. Tragic.
Poisoned? No.
The details don't really matter right now.
And it was a Russian restaurant, not a Chinese one.
What
Yeah.
matters is that traveler was Zach Gramarye.
Oh, Trucy.
What is it, Apollo?
Huh?
Keep going! We'll talk about it later.
What? Did she already know?
Did Nick tell it? Oh, God, this is tragic.
Someone please explain this!
I'm just dying to know!
Mr. Justice, can you explain this?
It would amuse me if Trucy has known this entire time that Apollo's her brother. The whole time.
Jesus.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
It all started 7 years ago. The great magician Magnifi Gramarye's death started it. Magnifi Gramarye's death and his student, Zach Gramarye, the suspect. Whoever defended Zach in court successfully would be famous beyond belief. Thinking that, Christoph Gavin did the unthinkable. He forged evidence.
Wow, jealous is a hell of a thing, guys. And vanity, I guess.
True Misham.
Actually, it was his daughter, Vera, who really did the work. You took precautions when you had that forgery made, didn't you, Mr. Gavin?
Precautions?
To keep people from talking, of course. These two know too much. Leave them alive and there'll be nothing but trouble.
That's when you planned your poisoning of the forgers.
Atroquinine. Applied to a commemorative stamp.
But luck was on Mr. Measham's side. The bomb didn't go off.
Wait, bomb? I thought it was a stamp. he gave him a bomb? What?
His daughter. She saved him by taking the stamp. I see.
That one was really sort of on me.
But that wasn't the only bomb he set up.
The Ariadone nail polish, of course!
You noticed something when you requested that forgery. When Vera Measham is nervous, she has a bad habit. A tendency to bite her nails.
Oh!
That nail polish was her good luck charm.
She was
Oh
almost,
my God.
she was almost kidnapped once. Since then, she's been, well, you can see for yourself.
Jesus, did he set that up as well? My God.
She refuses to leave the house.
This guy.
That person gave me a good luck charm for when I absolutely had to go outside. It protects me.
Yes, apparently she received something, a gift. She won't tell me what it was. It was from that client, the one who wanted that note made.
Jesus Christ.
It was his insurance.
Christoph, you... Wow.
Bag from Bag End.
I have no words to describe him. Just
Insurance would be a start.
abhorrent. Oh, shut up.
Insurance question mark?
Oh, I'm sorry. Can I not have my opinion right now?
You can have an opinion.
And my reaction.
I'm sorry.
Insurance?
As long as she lived quietly at home, there was no danger to her. But what if she had to go outside?
If she ran into any trouble, she'd become nervous, and the nail polish would do the rest.
Oh my God.
His time bomb sat there for 7 years. And then they went off almost simultaneously.
Wow. Jesus.
Their
Christ.
plot armor wore off.
Yeah, I guess so. Wow, what an unfortunate set of circumstances that had absolutely nothing to do with me as far as you could prove.
A series of unfortunate events, if you will.
Indeed.
Yes. Call me Count Olaf, because that was a series of unfortunate events, if I ever saw one. If you're finished, may I return to my cell now?
Oh, hell no. Oh, hell no. You've got
I think
some
you mean
explaining.
cell no. I'm not accustomed to standing for such long periods of time.
Oh, why is that? The old
gotta
little
do his-
toesies get all tired?
Gotta do his squats. Mr. Gavin, have you heard a single thing we've said?
Oh, I listened quite closely to your little tale. Quite an entertaining piece of fiction.
What?
Klavier, surely you understand.
Not listening.
We're back to the evidence. The lacking evidence. Nothing proves a link between him and the Atroquinine that took Drew Meesham's life.
Objection! What about the restaurant? You killed Zach Gramery! To keep him from talking!
I killed no man of that name. Read over the report again, if you
All
like.
right, Shady Smith in person.
The victim was a traveler by the name of Shady Smith, about whom we know little else. You can't seriously think I knew he was that particular fugitive?
Should do.
Objection! Okay, then why did you kill him?
I plead my right to remain silent. Remember, this court did not convene to put me on trial.
Ugh.
The defendant's name is Vera Meesham, suspected in the murder of her father. My trial has been finished for 6 months now.
They say
Oh, you
he
sleazy...
He would have a problem because there's all the things with the rights to, like, Zach wanted to give the rights to Trucy, which then ties in Brushel, because Brushel was his notary.
Notary, yeah.
Yeah, on that. And if he was been watching Brushel all this time, he surely would have known that was Zach, because Zach got Brushel to sign it and then went to Nick to get him to witness it. So he should friggin' know, because he's been watching him the entire time, so he would know it's Zach. Surely.
Oh yeah, he's just like pulling this out of his arse right now.
Well, yeah, it's like, you're
What
right.
an
We know,
entertaining
boy, we
claim.
know.
But can you prove that I've been watching
Oh,
him for 7 years?
I
No,
think
didn't
we
so.
can.
I don't know if we can prove that he's been watching him, but surely
We're
this
not
is what...
watching it, but it's like tying it into, like, is it like, I'm wondering if it's this envelope?
Ooh.
Because it said, don't
I
open till the
always
time
feel
it's
like
right.
us.
That is the thing.
Somebody's watching me.
It's gotta be,
And
surely.
Get no privacy.
I'm afraid we have strayed considerably from our purpose here.
I couldn't agree more.
This court concurs with the witness.
Thank you.
Reluctantly, but nonetheless, it is the defendant Vera Meesham who is on trial here.
No!
Absolutely right.
But you were doing so well, Apollo!
No, he wasn't.
As long as there is no evidence to support the accusation against him, this court of inquiry cannot find Vera Meesham innocent.
Objection! Your Honor, Phoenix Wright spent 7 years collecting this evidence.
Objection! Sorry. Objection. You still don't get it, do you?
But doesn't he get it?
Ah!
I know, it's killing me because I really want to know.
I'm just waiting for next episode to be like 10 minutes long.
Oh, God. Well, I hope
We
not.
don't know. We don't know. We don't
I
know
mean,
how much...
I would happily keep going.
He's dragging
but-
it along.
But, because there's a whole thing with the Lasser yet. That's surely got to get covered as well. That whole thing's still
You
open.
could say
like,
that might be the last thing we deal with, huh?
Taylor, don't do that again.
But, like, literally, like, that is the big gaping gaping hole in the sweater right now. What happened to
Phrasing!
her?
Phrasing!
In the sweater,
In
Taylor.
the sweater? How is that rude?
Depending on where in the sweater.
She's the
Oh,
big. She's the thread that's been pulled apart on the sweater. Yeah.
Anyway, but still, doesn't he get it? We'll have to find out next time.
Yes.
Thank you very much for tuning in and watching, everyone. If you do like what we do.
Tolerating our
Rants.
voices.
Yeah, yeah. If you do like what we do, please consider giving us a like, subscribe to the channel, ring that notification bell. You'll be notified of our video uploads every Wednesday and Saturday. And in the meantime, there's plenty of other content on the channel. Why not go check it out? Share it with your friends. I'm going to go die. Thank you. Goodbye.
what Sarah said. Catch you in the next
You're
one,
going to
everybody.
go die and goodbye, everyone, as well.
Maybe.
And remember, you can do whatever crime you like, as long as nobody can prove that you did it.